what is a BMW 2 Series? The answer is fairly straightforward, at least when the model was originally introduced. The 2 Series represented BMW's subcompact two-door models in both coupe and convertible form.
However, these days the answer is much less straightforward. That's because the 2 Series family has grown to now include this 2 Series Active Tourer MPV as well as the 4-door 2 Series Gran Coupe. While the names of all these models may all bear the 2 Series designation, they are in fact quite different cars.
A key differentiating factor is the platform that these cars are built on. The 2 Series Coupe is built on the CLAR platform, which is, among other things, primarily a rear-wheel drive platform. In contrast, the Gran Coupe and Active Tourer are built on the UKL2 platform, which is primarily a front-wheel drive platform.
There is, of course, several reasons for this. So with these 4-door models, practicality and family functionality is key, and so a front-wheel drive platform is generally more space efficient, so you're going to get a little bit more space in the interior. Take this 2 Series Active Tourer for example. So hop into the back seat and you'll notice that there really is plenty of space. And this is also of course helped by the MPV body style, which means that there is ample headroom as well. There's clearly not as much space here in the 2 Series Gran Coupe, what with its sleek silhouette and tapered roof, but for all intents and purposes, this is still a practical small family car.
On the road, there are again similarities between these two models. They are both offered in 216i guise with a 1.5-litre engine that makes just enough power to slot into Cat A, so that's price efficient.
Yes, it's certainly not very powerful, but there is more than enough performance for day-to-day driving. And perhaps more importantly, it is high on refinement. So, with a practical family car, it is qualities like your quietness, your refinement, your smoothness, those things are what's important. And the success of these models proves that BMW was right in expanding the family.
Now, those that want the more traditional sporty coupe experience can instead choose the 2 Series Coupe here in M240i guise.
This new generation 2 Series Coupe is built on the CLAR platform, so for some reference, it is a slightly chopped up version of the 3 Series platform. And this is, of course, primarily a rear-wheel drive platform, although it is also available with all-wheel drive such as in this M240i. Benefits? Handling, of course. So this is a low-slung two-door coupe and it really is quite fun to drive on the road. So it feels agile, it's light on its feet, the steering is nice and tight and sharp, and just a little bit of steering here and there. You can feel the car really moving exactly where you want it to go. And I think that's of course the appeal of a car like that, right? You want it to feel sporty and it really, really does. And of course, you also have the benefit of plenty of power. So we have a 3-litre engine and that's going to give you effortless power off the line. Just put your foot down and you're shooting forward. And of course, it also comes with a really nice soundtrack. So if I just drop a couple of gears, nice and fun.
So yes, there are distinct differences between all three cars, and there must. They all exist in different segments and are targeted at different buyers. What's different? All three cars perform a very specific function. One is an MPV providing ample space yet still delivering on style and performance. Another, a segment serving 4-door coupe, BMW's answer saying, yes, we hear you, to the people who want something smaller than a 3 Series but still with 4 doors that will fit 5 people. And of course, we have the range topper of the 3 for the purist, the limit pusher, the drive enthusiast. That being said, there are also some similarities that you can see across the entire 2 Series model range.
The most obvious one might be equipment and the interior. So BMW are slowly standardizing operating system 8 across the entire of its model range. So you're going to get things like your curved display, this floating center console, and it's going to be a wealth of equipment as well. Now the 2 Series Coupe and the 2 Series Gran Coupe actually are still running the previous generation OS 7, but don't be surprised if that gets updated in due time. And even though it might be sort of one gen back, it still has plenty of features, including things like your voice control, your navigation, everything that you really need for your car. And of course, with all three of these cars, there is no denying that there is a real sense of quality and style and, premiumness to the cabin. On the road, again, it's that sense of quality that really permeates across all three models. So I think especially with this 280, there's a very distinct sense of improvement in terms of overall polish and refinement. And I think it's very clear that you can feel that BMW DNA across all three of these cars. So even though this 280 and the 2GC may not be sporty models, there is still an inherent dynamism, the way the car feels on the road, that does stand these models apart from their competition. And of course, there is no doubt about the dynamism and the sporty nature of this M240i. So essentially, this is BMW telling you, whatever you want, they have a car for you. And I must say, there is no doubting that at all. One final similarity, all three of these cars, as voted on by you, are winners in their respective SG Car Mart Car of the Year categories. And it's really not hard to see why.